Welcome to News Now on TV360. I am Fidelia Aguncha. The Nigerian Air Force has destroyed a Boko Haram camp in which the terrorists used to create improvised explosive devices. A statement by Air Force spokesperson Air Commodore Olatokunbo Adesonya said the camp was destroyed after intelligence surveillance and investigation missions revealed the location to be a Boko Haram hideout. Adesonya said the destroyed camp was the location from which the bomb attack in Maiduguri in November was planned. The Air Force raid also killed a large number of the insurgents, while a few others fled away. The Nigerian Senate today set up 2 committees to probe the rise in insecurity challenges in the country, as well as the recent clash between security operatives in Abuja. Within the past month, the country has been battling intensified Boko Haram attacks and farmer-herdsmen clashes in several states. To tackle the insecurity problem, the Senate has resolved to set up a 13-man committee to proffer solutions to the issue. In the same vein, the lawmakers instituted the 8-member committee to probe the recent face-up between operatives of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) and the State Security Services (SSS). The House of Representatives has begun investigating the controversial recall of former pension tax reform boss Abdulrasheed Maina. The Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, and the head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Winifred Oyoita, on Thursday, appeared before the lawmakers to explain their roles in his reinstatement. Maina, who was dismissed by the Federal Civil Service Commission in 2013 over alleged corruption, was in October appointed as a director in charge of human resources in the Ministry of Interior. Both officials, alongside the Minister of Interior Abdulrahman Dambazao, have been linked to his return, though all 3 have denied any involvement in the deal. Still on Maina, counsel to the embattled civil servant Mohammed Katu has revealed his client is still on the payroll of the federal government despite being sacked for years. Katu said this while speaking at the House of Representatives public hearing into Maina's recall. The lawyer went on to say the ex-chairman of Pension Reform Task Force was asked to treat 23 official files just last month. He added his client had to go into hiding because of the threat to his life. The Senate committee investigating the controversial recall of Abdulrasheed Maina has been given the approval to beam its searchlight on anti-graft agencies EFCC and ICPC. Chairman of the committee, Emmanuel Polka, reporting its findings to the lawmakers on Thursday, said over 222 houses, including hotels recovered from Maina, was shared among some top officials of the 2 agencies. He urged the Senate President to extend the mandate of the committee to investigate these recent discoveries. Senate President Bukola Saraki, through voice vote, approved the committee's requests. The Nigerian Senate has rejected one of the resident electoral commissioners submitted to it by President Muhammadu Buhari. The nominee, Ahmed Bello Mahmood, was rejected based on the recommendation of the report by the Senate Committee on INEC. According to the committee, Mahmood is from Sokoto State and does not have the backing of Zamfara State Governor Abdulaziz Yari. The lawmakers, however, confirmed 2 other nominees, namely Rufus Akeju from Lagos and Mahmouda Issa from Kebbi State. The January 1 deadline for the 2018 budget is not realistic. This is according to the spokesperson of the House of Representatives, Abdul Razak Namdas. Namdas, in an interview, stated it would take a minimum of 3 months for the 2018 budget to be fully ready, contradicting the president's request to have the budget approved by January 1, 2018. The House of Rep Speaker, however, added that the lawmakers have put checks in place to prevent padding of the record 8.6 trillion naira budget. The Nigerian government has restated its commitment to achieving its goal of self-sufficiency in rice production by 2018. Minister of Information and Culture Lai Mohammed, speaking at a press conference in Abuja, briefed journalists on the administration's growing achievements to revamp the economy. The ministry said Nigeria is inching closer to self-sufficiency in rice production due to the successes recorded in the local production of rice.
From September 2015 to September 2017, Nigeria's rice importation dropped from 644,131 metric tons to just about 21,000 metric tons. What does increased production of rice portend for the country? It means, as I said earlier, that Nigeria is very close to achieving self-sufficiency in rice, and by 2018, the administration targets rice production of 7 million metric tons. As at 2015, rice demand in Nigeria stood at 6.3 million metric tons. There's also the fact that locally produced rice is safer, tastier, and healthier, in the words of the Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, Chief Audogbe. Suffice it, however, to say that the increased production is bound to eventually bring down the price of rice and also bring succor to Nigerians.
It's just few hours to Black Friday, an annual shopping event where online shoppers are given the opportunity to cash in on several cut price deals. But guess what? Leading online shopping platform Jumia is giving its customers a month-long Black Friday festival, which began November 13 and will end December 13. Jumia says it has about 1 million deals for its customers for this year's Black Friday festival. It's also been holding a music concert in Lagos in collaboration with Trace Niger Television as part of activities for the Black Friday festival. It is one of the biggest collaborations between two of the most popular names in Nigeria's entertainment and online retail industries. Music station Trace Niger Television and online retail store Jumia are partnering to produce what they call Music and Deals Festival. It's all part of activities for Jumia's month-long Black Friday.
This is the first of its kind concept concert in Nigeria. It's basically the Trace and Jumia Madfest, and that stands for Music and Deals. So Black Friday is every year. Jumia Black Friday is held every year, and this year we just decided that it would be fun to bring those deals to life in a different way with our partner Trace Niger.
For us, engagement with our viewers and audience is very important, and empowerment. And sometimes those come in different ways. But let's make it very simple. We make money doing these events, right? So we are helping Jumia get closer to the trendy audience. We have driven about 12,000 downloads of the Jumia app for this event alone, right? So that's 12,000 potential new customers for Jumia, in a few days period. So for us, it's a marketing effort, it's a branding effort. We get a lot of brand exposure, we make money, and we engage our customers.
Apart from getting entertained, these shoppers here are for the online heavy discount window to be opened on the Jumia portal so they could shop at deals up to 80% lower.
It's met my expectation and exceeded my expectation. I was able to get very great, amazing deals. I got a phone for almost half the price of what I would have gotten it elsewhere off the shelf. And I got some other stuff too that I really, that makes sense, and the deals are really, really amazing.
The fun and opportunities and offers do not end here. Jumia is extending its Black Friday across all categories till December 13, 2017, with the offers changing every day. Nigerian teenage filmmaker Zurel Oduwole is currently promoting her new project. The 15-year-old recently touched down in Rwanda to promote her new movie titled Follow the Ball for Education. The premiere, which was hosted at the Kigali Convention Center, was attended by the president of the Kwaito Film Institute, Eric Kabera. It is the third country the film would show in after a colorful first premiere at the Abuja Hilton Hotel in August and the prestigious Beldi Country Club in Morocco in September.
Corruption not in my country.
Hello, Alhaji. Right now I'm in Abuja. No, no. Hello? Adamu. Right now, I'm in Kano. Yes. When I get back, I'll just call you. Look, what is wrong with you? I'm talking on the phone and you are gesticulating and doing. What's wrong with you?
Daddy, where exactly are we as we speak?
Are you alright? This is Lagos.
Well, you just lied to someone that we're in Abuja.
Keep quiet. Who told you you can tell an elderly person is lying?
Daddy, you just lied. And by lying, you are raising corrupt children for the future of Nigeria. That is corruption, not in my country.
Corruption not in my country.
Welcome back. Let's look at the world of business with Ngozi Okoye.
Thank you, Fidelia. Nigeria generated a total of 250.56 billion naira from value-added tax in the third quarter of 2017. This is according to a new report from the National Bureau of Statistics. The figure is higher than the 246 billion naira generated in the second quarter and 197 billion naira in the third quarter of 2016. The manufacturing sector produced the highest VAT with 28.98 billion naira, followed closely by professional services and the oil-producing companies, both generating 22.73 billion and 12.09 billion naira, respectively. The Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, PENGASIN, has commended state oil firm NNPC on oil exploration activities in inland basins. PENGASIN President Francis Johnson gave the commendation during a courtesy visit to the NNPC Group Managing Director, Mekan Tibaru, in Abuja. Johnson said this move will go on to benefit the nation ultimately. The NNPC has begun all exploratory operations in the nation's frontier basins of Chad and Benue Trough, in line with the aspiration of the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari to increase the reserve base of the country. All slept on Thursday on concerns that rising U.S. output would hamper OPEC's attempt to tighten supplies. Brent crude fell by 40 cents to trade at $62.92 per barrel, while U.S. crude was down 16 cents at $57.86 a barrel, easing back from the two-year high of $58.15 hit on Wednesday. The boost to prices was short-lived as rising output in the United States has renewed concerns about global oversupply. And on to stock now. The Nigeria stock market appreciated by 0.22%, with the all-share index closing at 36,688.75 basis points as against 36,608.76 recorded yesterday. The market equity capitalization closed at 12.773 trillion naira, seeing an appreciation of over 25 billion. The major advancers for the day were Seplat, 7up, International Breweries, and Nestle, gaining 1.2, 2.78, 4.13, and 0.15% respectively. On the flip side, the decliners table were topped by Stanbic IBTC, PZ Corsant, Cement of Northern Nigeria, and Okomu Oil Palm, losing 3.57, 4.99, 3.24, and 0.28% respectively. Meanwhile, the top traders table had equities of United Bank of Africa, Access Bank, Zenith Bank, and Tantalizers. Summarizing the market, 513.80 million shares exchanged 6.448 billion naira in 4,243 deals. And that's it on business news. We'll return with more stories after the break. Stay with us.
Corruption not in my country.
Mr. Job! Mr. Job! What is it now? Brother, what is it? Please turn down the volume of your music. It's too loud.
And how is that your business?
It is disturbing me. I can't sleep.
And the same way you are disturbing my right to good music and where I enjoy it. Eh? What's wrong with you? Is there another person complaining?
Maybe we thought that you have lost your mind. Are you having a party?
I'm just respecting you, sir. You remember I paid my husband too.
You will not understand why we are complaining because you do not care about other people except yourself. Look, the transformation we need in this country begins in this compound.
Yes, now.
From you, and I. This your selfishness is an offshoot of corruption. And corruption
not in my country.
Oh, you know, go to your bank. Go.
Corruption not in my country.
Glad to have you back. 27 people were killed when rebels attacked government forces in South Sudan. According to a government officials, 3 soldiers and 24 fighters loyal to rebel leader Riek Machar were killed in the fighting in southern Leech State on Wednesday. The onset of the dry season has led to fresh fighting between the government army and rebels. Britain's African Minister Rory Stewart arrived in Zimbabwe on Thursday for wide-ranging talks ahead of the inauguration of a new president following Robert Mugabe's exit. According to a statement from the UK Foreign Ministry, Stewart is due to meet political and business leaders as well as human rights groups and NGOs. Britain is Zimbabwe's former colonial leader. Moving on to sports now, Nigeria's Super Eagles have fallen down 9 places in the latest FIFA World Ranking. The Eagles are now 50th in the world despite going unbeaten in their international matches in November. The Nigerian team held Algeria to a 1-1 draw in its final World Cup qualifier before the shocking 4-2 win against Argentina in Russia. Senegal are now Africa's biggest team after climbing 9 places in the world, while the top 5 remained unchanged. The Nigerian Basketball Federation has allayed fears of a global ban by the International Basketball Federation. The Nigerian body is currently facing the threat of a ban after 2 separate elections in Kano and Abuja produced 2 separate boards in its last election. FIBA, in a letter earlier this year, gave the body a deadline of November 30 to resolve its internal problems. However, as the deadline looms, a member of the Musa Amadu Kida-led board has assured the issue will be resolved soon. Manchester City's Yaya Toure has insisted he is content with playing a reduced role for the club this season and will do all he can to support the team. The 34-year-old has been key to the City's successes in recent years, but has had to step aside from a starting role for this season. The Ivorian signed a 1-year extension at the end of last season and supposedly took a pay cut to remain on the books at the Etihad. Well, that's all on News Now. Thanks for watching. I am Fidelia Agruncha.